two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now we get our first look at the hometown kid, rookie Kenny Pickett from the University of Pittsburgh, as he leads the Steeler offense out for their first possession.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some moxie to him.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing first play is Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Pickett sets up play action. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sims. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Pickett will look to throw it here. And he's got it. And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Harris Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll run again with Harris. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Pick it now, 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the 38, Jackson. That's into the hands of Prochet. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, here's Jackson. That ball caught, it's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
We're scoreless after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
on 2nd and 9. Jackson.
That one complete to Prochet. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On the option right is Jackson.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Dumps it off to Edwards.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson.
And this goes out wide for Drake.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Now Pickett will look to pass it.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Pickett.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Here's Pickett. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. To throw is Jackson. To throw on second down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. To the air on first down with Pickett.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Pickett now on first down.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
Forced out to his left. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports halftime report. First, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Ravens. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set to start this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll run with a late signee in camp. This is Kenyon Drake.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 31 yards there and a first down. He came right off the bench. That's his first carry of the game, and he left an indelible mark on the game.
Did not just bring fresh legs off the bench. He brought a fierce mind as well. He had a lot to prove, didn't he? He thinks he's as good as the guy who's the starter. Wanted to prove it, and boy, did he on that play.
Show him what you got. Let's roll. Let us get it.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Jackson now. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Thought that might be the goose egg breaker. Still stuck on 0.
Yeah, this is still a tight game, too. We got to keep that in mind because that miss there, you hang your head, you let it affect you the next time you go out there, then you've really hurt your ball club. Get yourself together. You might get another opportunity, and they're going to count on you to put it through the posts.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Harris running straight ahead.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
Steps away to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They hand this off to Harris. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
2nd and 14.
On the delay, here's Harris. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd.
Pickett back to throw.
That's caught by Sims. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Back to throw, Pickett.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll start out here with the option left. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Jackson running again.
And he lost the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Turn it up. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's get some love.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Kenny Pickett connecting with Deontay Johnson. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Pickett will try to throw for this.
That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points. So that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, they'll try it out there for the next one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Jackson.
He'll go underneath, dropping it off to Edwards.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. T.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Calm down, baby. Let's go get him there.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they run off tackle with Drake. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
4th down. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Leave a block in the back. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Off the option, here's Edwards.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Jackson to throw.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run again with Harris. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little over a minute to go. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot.
Jackson. That's into the hands of Prochet. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Jackson. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Jackson. And this goes out wide for Drake. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.